Welcome to Heartfelt Expressions with Katara Speaks. This is an outlet for us to be heard, seen, and understood, whether it coming from my perspective or from our fellow listeners. You guys can send in your thoughts, feelings, and emotions through email or join me on this podcast. Let's go on this journey, shall we? Hey y'all, it is Katara Speaks, and I want to talk about something. So today's topic is burning bridges. I love the element of fire. It really resonated with me ever since a young age. It represents so much. One, passion, that spark inside. And I remember being memorized by the flames whenever you do a cookout where they had to do charcoals in the grill and then you light it on fire with the gasoline and everything. It is, I'm not sure if it's actually gasoline. It might be. I don't do grills, y'all. I haven't. But whatever they put in there, it lights up and you see the flames. And you know, when they dim down, when they become embers? Yeah, something like that. And it cooks the food. It is so natural, it's welcoming, it gives an aroma of a cookout. It brings people together because food is symbolic. You know, everyone is there for the food. Or when you're at a campfire, you sit around and get the warmth. People do stories. It is a cool element. There's so many cool hots. We will talk about burning bridges today. But there's another aspect. Phoenix. I resonated with that creature since a young age because phoenixes rise from the ashes. And ashes is after the flames. There were people who said, you don't need to burn in order to rise. And I agree with that. Though during certain chapters of my life, it was so empowering. You know, it's like, wow, this is how I felt. And our feelings are valid. You know, there's different symbols that resonates with different people, different animals, different things. So there was times when the phoenix resonated with me. So guys, let's go into burning bridges, shall we? I am adamant about the necessity of disconnecting from certain people, places, and things. Because everything is energy. A bridge is practically a way to connect with anything, energy-wise. And it's all a decision, whether you want to leave it open or not. It's like a door, but instead it's a bridge. It's the same analogy, you know, a pathway to enter. And you have the ability to make choices, whether you want that to be or not. You want that connection or not. It starts with you. Conscious or unconscious, when you make the decision, intentionally, a conscious decision, then the bridge is burnt. Or the door is closed. So for me, I encountered people who would say, never burn a bridge, because you never know who these people may be or the connections that they hold in your life farther into the future. And that includes, guys, blocking people. They suggested to me to unblock all the people I blocked before. But the thing is, I blocked them for a reason. You blocked them for a reason. You consciously decided not to have them into your life for a reason. Since this person was an outer, I listened. It's like, you're right, that makes sense. You live longer than me. You have life experience that I might not have. So I listened. I unblocked these people, and then an influx of people, places, and things entered to my life that I closed before. But since I opened the door, there was lessons I repeated and things that I saw again that I no longer wanted. But since I didn't want to be in quote-unquote wrong for saying no to these things, saying that I did not honor the elders' wisdom, I did what they suggested. It affected me. And I had to reflect. Dang, this did not serve me. This did not affect me in the way that I wanted it to. So I went back to burning the bridge, closing the door, saying no again, blocking people, no longer going to places that no longer served me. Yes, our perspective changes the things you perceive, right? When you change things you perceive, the things you perceive changes. Though there's energy to things. Sometimes you had to walk away. Yes, some connections are not worth going back to because people change. But once you encounter those people again, those memories, those energies that you left comes back. It gets triggered. You remember what happened. You remember the interactions, even though they're a changed person, how you interact with them may not. Because that's the basis of how you interacted before. Even if things, circumstances, shifts. So I am okay with blocking people. I am okay burning bridges. I am okay with using my intuition to say, hey, this no longer serves me, and listening to it the first time around. Because when I don't listen to that inkling, that feeling inside, that knowing that this is no longer serving me, this connection, this place, this opportunity, it affects me. I see the results that this is not what I wanted. And therefore, I learned it again. Because the lessons was already there. I already had a feeling that I wouldn't like this experience, though I continued anyway. Therefore, I realized, again, getting reminded, that constant reminder throughout those signs when you're on a highway. Another analogy, when you're on a highway and you're passing by these signs that say, hey, there's an exit coming up. Are you going to take it? Oh, there's another one. And your GPS is trying to reroute you. It's like, get off the exit. There is traffic coming up. And there is a shortcut. There's a detour. If you go this way, it will save you time. Though you may be persistent. I may be persistent in going to the path that feels familiar, that I already know. So I ignore the rerouting of the GPS and do it, continue going on the way I wanted to without listening to those inklings. And I'm affected by it. And that's not the best way to, well, best is subjective, That is one way to experience life. Though it's not the easiest way to experience life. So, going on, I listened to my intuition. It doesn't have to be a, hey, get off the exit. Hey, get off the exit, and you never get off, and then you're affected by what your inklings, your feelings, your knowing says. It doesn't have to be that way. Therefore, burning bridges is a way that allows you to go forward without the weight of the past, without those interactions. Is you taking back your power and saying no. You have autonomy. You are able to say no. You are able to walk away. You are able to burn bridges without feeling obligated to leave that path, that doorway, that connection open. Because there are so many people out there in the world. There are so many places, so many opportunities, whether jobs or other experiences that is available to you. You're not tied to one thing. You're not limited to these circumstances, these situations, these connections. There are so many people in the world. There are so many opportunities out there for you and experiences to experience. So, yeah, burn that bridge, close that door. Leave that job if it doesn't serve you. There are other opportunities. There's other people out there. Especially if it does not serve you. The previous chapters does not serve you. So, I want to know, what does burning bridges means to you? And is it necessary? What is your analogies when it comes to stuff like this? Is it closing the door? Is it burning a bridge? Is it something else? What does burning bridges means to you? Let me know. Let me know. You guys have been listening to Heartfelt Expressions with Katara Speaks. Thank you for your time and your ears. It means a lot to me. If this resonated with you, share it with someone you know. It might resonate with them too. So, leave me your feedbacks if you have any, and your questions, your answers, your stories, because I welcome it. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Until next time.